Let's dive into something irresistibly fascinating: the complex, sometimes hilarious, and always insightful psychology of women, especially when it comes to attraction. What makes a woman truly drawn to a man? What are the hidden signals, unspoken rules, and emotional switches that determine who she lets into her heart, or her bed? Well, buckle up. This isn't just science, it's seduction, self-discovery, and soul-searching all in one. To start, let's talk about the body, because while we all like to believe personality is everything, visual cues still matter. One of the most consistent findings across studies is that women are generally less attracted to men who have a visibly large belly. It's not just about aesthetics, it subconsciously signals poor health, low testosterone, and even low discipline. Evolutionarily, a man with a leaner physique hints at strength, fertility, and survival capability. But this doesn't mean you need to look like a Greek god. What matters more is the energy behind the body. Are you proud of yourself? Do you take care of your health like someone who values their life? Now, if you think abs are everything, think again. Because the moment you make her laugh, you've got her attention. Women are powerfully drawn to men who make them laugh, but not just because it's fun. A great sense of humor signals intelligence, social awareness, and confidence. In fact, humor is a form of risk-taking. A man who can be playful in a room full of strangers is a man who doesn't fear judgment. That kind of comfort in chaos? Deeply attractive. Height is another factor that shows up again and again. Many women report feeling more attracted to taller men. And again, this isn't about shallow preferences, it's about perception. Taller men are often seen as more protective, more dominant, and more capable of providing security, even if only symbolically. But let's be real, being tall without presence is like being loud with no substance. It's the combination of stature and a calm, grounded masculine energy that wins. Now let's talk voices. You know that deep, resonant, commanding tone that some men naturally have? That voice tends to ignite something primal in many women. A deep voice often indicates higher levels of testosterone and is associated with authority, sexual maturity, and calm confidence. On the flip side, many women's voices rise in pitch when they're flirting or interested, sometimes without even realizing it. Her body is literally tuning itself to match your attention. And don't underestimate the power of scent. One of the most underrated yet powerful triggers of female attraction is smell. Women often feel drawn to men who carry a scent that reminds them, subconsciously, of familiarity or emotional safety. Interestingly, some women are more likely to be attracted to men who carry a subtle scent similar to their father's, not for weird reasons, but because it creates a biological signal of trust and early attachment. Scent also shapes different types of attraction. Musky notes may trigger sexual chemistry, while woody or clean scents might evoke trust and comfort. What's more, women gravitate toward men who take the lead. Starting a conversation, initiating plans, showing decisiveness. It's not about being controlling, it's about demonstrating initiative. This triggers a sense of security and allows her to relax into her feminine energy, which craves direction and presence. And if she had an older father or grew up around mature male figures, she may find herself drawn to older men who naturally carry that grounded energy she subconsciously associates with protection. Let's get a little more playful now. If she touches her lips during a conversation with you, pay attention. This often isn't random. It's a subconscious way of drawing attention to her mouth, subtly saying, "I want you to notice me here." Other flirtation cues include touching her neck, tilting her head slightly, or mirroring your movements. These signals are rarely taught, they're felt. Here's a twist that might surprise you. Many women are more intrigued when they don't know how a man feels about them. That uncertainty, that emotional suspense, actually increases romantic tension. If she knows exactly where you stand too soon, her mind relaxes. But if she's unsure, if you're unpredictable, present but unavailable, it keeps her thinking, what does he want from me? And when she's wondering, she's already emotionally invested. Now let's debunk a big myth, that women only want nice guys. Women don't just want kind, they want masculine kindness. That means strength under control. A man who smiles too much may come off as eager to please, which can lower the perception of dominance. Ironically, men who smile less, but still show warmth in subtle ways, often seem more powerful and sexually appealing. It's not coldness that attracts her, it's the control. Color psychology plays a role too. Studies have shown that men who wear blue are often rated as more stable, confident, and loyal. Meanwhile, women wearing red are typically seen as more passionate, seductive, and bold. Red triggers primal reactions, linked to fertility and desire. And if you're under a lot of stress, you might find yourself drawn to heavier women. This isn't random, it's rooted in a subconscious craving for comfort and nurturing energy. Let's step back from attraction now and talk about the deeper truths women live with, and the life lessons we all learn along the way. Here's where it gets soulful. Never depend too much on anyone. The harsh truth is, people change. Not always because they want to, but because life brings them into new versions of themselves. Do good for others, but not because you expect anything back. Do it because that's who you are. The universe has a way of paying you back when you least expect it. Spend time with people who challenge your mind. Talk with those who see the world differently, because if all your conversations feel safe and familiar, you're not growing. And don't waste your precious energy worrying. Worry never changed an outcome, but belief? Belief creates miracles. Fake friends believe gossip. Real friends believe in your heart. Your future isn't created by chance. It's shaped by how you spend your time today. Are you investing it, or just wasting it? When people treat you badly, it's not about you, it's about them. That's their karma, but your reaction? That's your legacy. Choose peace. And remember, time is fleeting. Be happy. Smile. Let go of dead relationships. Don't keep watering wilted connections just because you once loved them. You deserve more than emotional drought. Keep your mind clean. Negative thoughts will rot your life from the inside. Think of this. No guilt can rewrite your past, and no anxiety can fix your future. Learn to pause, not quit. Every single day is a new invitation to begin again. Beautiful things happen when you remove yourself from ugly spaces. And if you keep making the same mistake, it's no longer a mistake, it's a decision. If you see beauty in someone, tell them. Your words could become the memory that lights up their darkest day. Stay positive, even when everything feels broken. Why? Because your response is your power. Stress isn't what happens to us, it's how we interpret it. What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. And finally, remember this. Difficult roads often lead to the most breathtaking destinations. Happiness isn't having more, it's giving more. Even salt looks like sugar, so be careful who and what you trust. Love deeply, but trust selectively. Not everything real is true, and not everyone true is loyal. Sometimes, the problem you're trying to solve isn't a problem, it's a truth waiting to be accepted. The journey of 1,000 miles always begins with one brave, imperfect, messy step. And if you have only one smile left, give it to the people you love. That's where it matters most. A man who is truly awakened will burn with passion for his purpose and for his woman. He'll treat his relationship like his mission, not because he has to, but because he can't help but bring his full heart into everything he does.